Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. I'm Scott.
Bart!
Continuing our look at GlenAllachie, we have the GlenAllachie 18 here.
Ooh, it's legal! It's 18.
We've done the 10, 12, 15, and now the 18, and we're gonna...
Test it! You can vote style.
Billy Walker vote style.
Oh, all right.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
You can vote.
Yeah, 18.
Oh. Did you say something about a contest or something?
No, you can vote. You're
Vote
18.
for your favorite GlenAllachie?
Yeah, you're 18. You can vote.
That's good. I'm a little slow on the uptake.
I was like, what do you mean vote style? What is that? We're gonna vote.
So
18. Woo.
Again, we don't do the research. We don't do the research,
No.
so you have to.
You got to do it.
We don't know what kind of sherry cask this has been in because it's nowhere on the box. It's nowhere on the bottle.
Right.
We know it's sherry matured.
Yeah. So what we're going to do,
but that's about
is
it.
Actually just judge it by the liquid. Hello.
Along with all the other GlenAllachies, except for the 12 or the 10 cask strength, 46% ABV, natural color, no chill filtering. Great presentation. We need a couple of coins.
We need a couple coins. Whoop.
And disclaimer, still not fully back from COVID.
What do you got to do?
Palate is mostly back. Nose is still nowhere near.
It's like 50%, 60%. You don't think so?
30, maybe 40.
Wow.
But hashtag.
That's right. Do you like how I did the hashtag?
Trust Bart. You were supposed to say trust Bart. I said hashtag.
Right. Oh, sorry. I was still going on hashtag. Trust Bart.
You like your hand
I do. I was editing that one. I was like, I like it.
Yeah.
Make my own little... I still call it the pound symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back in the day. One of the little buttons on the old phone that you never really used. Now it's called hashtag.
I got a buttery fruitiness. Sherry.
But you're at 50%.
Yeah.
Hold on. Huh?
I'm getting a couple of slight hints, which I usually wouldn't get. I'd be able to tell you there was whiskey in here, but I am getting a slight sherry note.
But first I had caramel apple. So, which normally no.
Green apple?
Yeah, kind of a tartness, but then it does slide into more of like a fruit.
I don't have
fruit.
I don't have my computer up here. Hopefully we don't have to look anything up, or I'm pretty sure we don't have any Patreon shout outs either.
I don't think so. You guys need to help out with that. We need to shout your name to a Patreon. Yeah. Fruity notes. That's weird. I'm not getting that. Well, I still get a little tartness maybe. Maybe that's why I'm thinking green apple.
Let's see how many times you can say
a little bit of malt.
Butterscotch.
Only when I get the butterscotch. Then you're like, I don't think you know what that means. I'm like, a Brock's butterscotch hard candy with a yellow wrapper.
That was because you kept saying butterscotch.
That's what I got.
Butterscotch. I was like, I don't think you know what that means.
My nose.
So we even had a comment. Someone said something about how many times you said butterscotch.
Drink.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go in. I am getting a little bit more on the nose, but don't trust me.
Not a bit. Not even a smidgen. I'm going to let you swish that around now. I'll come in.
First sip of the day. I should have sipped it a little bit earlier. I'll take another one here. But first sip was really nicely saturating. It took over the palate. Come in with some buttery, creamy sherry notes. It's really sweet. Lighter sherry side of sweet.
It's like a butter berry. I get the berry right at the front open, but then it is that creamy kind of butteriness in the middle. Where's it going to finish here? I get that malty dustiness in the finish. And still a little bit of like a cream, but it's like a sweet buttercream.
Yep.
A sweet buttercream.
Sweet buttercream. Yep, good one. Raspberries. It's lighter. It's strawberries, raspberries, citrus, lighter fruits.
Yeah, raspberry, I agree.
I know people don't like smooth, but it's really smooth just from front to back. No harshness here at all. I don't know if it feels 18 years old. This feels like maybe it's 15 years in an ex-bourbon cask and about 3 years, a shorter maturation in sherry. It's not necessarily a sherry bomb.
No, it is not a sherry bomb. You can get those sherry notes.
Now, on that, though, real quick, we've had a lot of comments on all the other GlenAllachies we've done. We've done.
Wait, yeah.
That we've done.
Got it.
Yeah. I said we done. That we've done.
Thank you.
Thank you, English professor.
Yes.
Thanks for
That
correcting me.
was thanks to my dad. If I spoke poorly, he would like mock me.
Now I forget what I was saying. Oh,
You done
a
good.
lot of comments that the earlier, the new bottling for GlenAllachie with these labels, this bottle design, batches 1 and 2 have been light or sherried. That was when Billy Walker first came in and took over. Some of the newer batches, and they're up to batches 4, 5, and 6 on some of these, are a lot more sherried. They've had more time to age, a couple more years now in sherry casks. Billy Walker was with GlenDronach in its heyday, really, when it came up and was these heavy sherry bombs, non-chill filtered, no color added.
Crazy.
He left and went to GlenAllachie. A lot of people now upset with GlenDronach because they're going chill filtered. So I think, we've had good success with our GlenAllachie reviews, and I think that's because there's a lot of people looking at GlenAllachie now because GlenDronach has miffed them. They're a little miffed with GlenDronach.
I get a little nuttiness in the finish as I sit here. So the finish is long, but it goes over that malty nuttiness, which is interesting.
I added a drop of water. It's very, I like it at 46%. I don't want to add a drop of water, but we must.
So we are talking about having the family of these together and comparing them together, because I know that the 10-year-old was cask strength, right?
The 10 is cask strength, yeah, and then 12, 15, 18,
and
all 46.
It has been, for me, the most impressive, which I know that cask strength's in there, but being at that 10-year mark, I can't wait to try them in a line together and see how they stand out differentially.
We've had a few people ask on different ones too, like what was the bottling date, which there is a very faint number, kind of slightly laser etched on here. And it looks like at the end there is an 18. So this could be, like I say, and I think that was about the time Billy Walker took over, 2018. So this is probably one of the first batches that he released of the 18-year GlenAllachie.
We're going to need to get a magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Because our eyes are going.
We're getting old.
They're fading away.
But
interesting. But no, we were talking about, I mean, we haven't figured out exactly when it'll fit our release schedule, but you agree we're going to take all of them together and just kind of enjoy them next to each other and do what we call a family shootout. Because for me, when I can compare directly, then I can really go, oh yeah, this is why I like bottle whatever. But memory, see that nuttiness is there in the finish again. I like it. I like it again, but it really pops up way deep into the finish.
How about a very faint hint of smoke? Are you getting anything?
See, I think that's what I'm getting as the nuttiness. Because it has a little bit of that, almost like a smoked peanut.
Yeah.
Is what I'm, if I were to describe.
It's very, very faint. Could be barrel char. I don't know. I don't think it's peat.
It's like a little bit of that. I'll get that from the malted barley sometimes, though, too. I don't know why.
Roasted.
I don't know why.
Yeah, if it ended up a little over roasted or toasted.
So,
what we should do, though, too, is try to find newer batches, newer releases, and then compare them to some of these earlier
do a direct
releases and say, yeah, they are more sherry.
I've got the Tampa Bay Whiskey Society glass here, by the way.
Jason Whiskey Wise.
Look,
or no, wait. I was looking at it backwards. It's Kilhoman.
Ooh. You were looking at it. There's that nuttiness again. That nuttiness is continually popping up in the back. I like it. Someone's going to make fun of that sentence. But That's good.
I would say
I'm with you. It's not like it's definitely not a sherry bomb.
No.
When you mention that it doesn't necessarily feel 18 years, and sometimes I'll describe a richness, which is hard to kind of quantify, but it doesn't feel like it's 18 years. I agree with you on that, but I don't know how I would quantify that.
The finish to me is a little quick. It's
Okay.
a little it fades rather quickly for what 18 years should
But
be.
then that's when that nuttiness kind of surprises you. At about a minute in, I'll go, But it's not a sherried finish. It's the nut that comes in.
Yeah.
Try a little
I'm
bit
not
more.
getting, like I say, this is definitely more mainly ex-bourbon cask matured and then a short sherry maturation or short sherry finish. I still like it with my muted taste buds. It's still, I mean, this is at least a 90 somewhere in there. I wouldn't officially score it yet, but
I was going to say I was going to try to get in and score before you,
oh,
but so
you're gonna say 88.
I was kind of at a. So was that I was in my head saying 87 or 88, but I don't feel like it's an 87. I mean, not again. I scored lower, but I'll just stick with. I'll stick with 87. I think the 18 I expected there to be a little bit more of a sherry, yeah, and a sherry kind of forwardness to it, which I don't necessarily get, and I thought I would, but that could be my expectations. So
It's good. It's a little. It's really smooth. It's lighter than I was expecting, and it's not really giving me that 18-year impact on the finish that I would like to see.
right, which is why I hearken back to the 10. Again, I know that's cast strength. That's why we're going to have them all out here together. And maybe that's why it still seems to come to the forefront to me. But throughout the different years we've tried, I keep popping back to that 10-year cast strength, which I did not expect. I didn't expect it at all. I thought it was going to build up. But I know there may be, and I know what the reasons may be for that, one of which is cast strength.
Yeah.
So,
Well, even when we first reviewed them, you liked the 12 better than the 15. And we've had a few comments from viewers as well. Several people have preferred the GlenAllachie 12 over the 15 year.
which again surprised me.
Now, it'll be interesting, like I say, get into some of
Yes.
the newer batches of this
Yep.
that have had a little bit more sherry maturation.
All right,
going
I
on.
like it. I like the idea of grabbing and seeing how do they compare against each other, year to year as well. So,
Now-
yes.
Real quick, $150, $160 range.
Ooh,
This is a good whiskey.
yeah.
Yeah, that's, I mean, that's,
I
Macallan 18 is $330.
don't like that either.
Most of that's well, I mean, there's some 18s right in that range. There's some 18s a little bit, lower, cheaper in. So
I can think of some. I would. Wow. Okay. How much was the 10? At cast strike, 10 years.
70, I think.
Blew the socks off of this. So competing against themselves. I'm not comparing to anybody else. The 10 at cast strike, you could buy 2 plus.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. So there's some unbelievable goodness coming, though.
Yeah.
That's what that tells
Yeah.
me. That tells me the doors are starting to be blown open. All right, what else?
Go to ScotchTestDummies.com. Help purchase some of our merchandise, our coins, our glasses, dropper
Right.
sets.
We still got a few of the Salute to 2020 left. I can't show you the other side. It's not safe for work, but you can go and look at the merch site at ScotchTestDummies.com and you can see it. You might be offended. You call it the Clyde. I call it the Lone
Yeah.
Soldier.
Clyde the orangutan.
Yeah, I like
In full
the
force.
Clyde. The Clyde.
Go to Patreon. Look up Scotch Test Dummies. You can support us for $1 a month.
Right.
You can support us for $5 a month
If
or
you do
$100.
too, we yell your name out with some gusto. Maybe even make fun of it or mock it.
Helps keep the lights on. Helps buy our Patreon funds. Bought this bottle.
Who doesn't want their name mocked or made fun of or said strongly?
That's right.
I like when we get the double first name.
Yeah.
Like Jimmy Joe.
Yeah.
Jimmy Joe. I can
Robert
just yell
Scott.
it. Yeah, Robert Scott. Which one's first? We don't know.
Yeah. Could be Scott Robert.
All right. Scotch it. You Scotch gods.
Cilantro.
Dummies. Billy Jack. Billy Jack.